Greetings, fellow beings. Ho, it is July 5th, 2023, the day after Independence Day here in the United States. But I'm here for everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday if you got a holiday. And if you didn't, well, I just hope you had a good day anyway. We've got so much going on. I've got 17 stories to get through today. And I'm going to be listening to and watching Midnight's Edge in the morning as I can because I don't get to join, at least not for the first little while today. I have things that have to be taken care of. I have to be an adult. I don't like adulting, but you know, sometimes we have to do it. But what I really need to do is say hi to each and every one of you. So many of the great supporters out there, including, and I don't say this often enough, those of you on Rumble. Understand, I had an oversight. Mea culpa. I forgot to incorporate all the wonderful people that support me on Rumble. That's right. You can subscribe to and become a member of my channel on Rumble and actually, you know, contribute there financially. So for those of you who've done that, I'm very sorry, but know that very soon in the credits, you will be represented there as well. And with that, SFX Sabretooth Raptor joins us this morning. Great to see you. We've got Captain Phantom Nerd. There's a Liger fan. We got Griffin in the house. A few other folks like David Glenn is here. In fact, he's everywhere, including on, well, everything. Agent Atwood joins us on all the platforms, and Scott Westbrook with a very generous 5 Culture Casino memberships in the chat. Thank you for that, my friend. Also, and wow, very generously, we've got Philip M. once again bringing us an incredible verse for $30. Thank you very much. Says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall I enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. There you go. That's from Matthew 7:21. Thank you very much for that, Philip. I really do appreciate those inspirational verses. We have so many folks here. Once again, thank you for the generosity. OC Dobbins is in the house. Looky, bud. I hope you're doing well. We got the weatherman here. Darren Hughes is in the house, wrenching away. We got Vince Womack there. Morgan King is here. We've got the Red Ranger. What kind of music do elves listen to? Rap music. The Red Ranger, thank you, my friend. Very funny. Morgan King is here. He's funny. I think I said hi to him already, but we got the Bat Cap in the house. Snortopoopas Cuber, my favorite polar bear. We got Low Spec Linux laptop in the house, and Schmilex. What's going on? Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning premieres, a week from yesterday. I will be seeing it and reviewing it. And from what I hear, I'll be loving it. Speaking of loving it, Dad Man Walking was checking out today's video on ESPN Disney. And, well, just exactly what's happening over there. Check that one out if you have time between now and Midnight's Edge in the morning. Also got another Disney-related video coming up in a couple hours. Woo, gonna be fun. All right, Rogue Thinker's in the house. Great to see you, my friend. We got The Common Nerd. What's going on, Jesse? My editor-in-chief is here, Mr. Grant Gregory. And, man, I'm filling up. I got 3 producers on this channel. Woohoo! Black Saber's here. What's going on? We've got the incredible support from my good friend Mexican Iron Man for $5. Says, new show, Shark Week Casino. Travel the high seas with Captain Culture. The twist? Culture dives into shark-infested waters, armed only with a spork. I would have a decent chance at that one, Mikey. Thanks. At least I'm not going to die right away. And it'll be entertaining for everybody, to be fair. Gonzalo Bergali sends a member chat, says, time to go. Well, we're almost there. 1 more minute to go. But let's see who else popped into the chat. Lots of other folks. If I miss you today, it's not because I didn't want to say hi to you. It's because there's a lot of you, and I appreciate that. Great support from you all. No complaints here. Let's see. Rolling through the chat. Mr. Tickle Trunk is here. The incredible Andy Masterson is joining us. Matt G. And Dempsey's here, the drunken poet. We got, the Joker's voice here, John Sapola and Mike Lennox. Great to see you. Darius Munchausen is here. We love that. We've got so many great supporters here this morning. I am a very blessed person, and I know it. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. We got Shrap 3D in the house, Randall Orser, but we've got a Admiral Teague over on Rumble. Great to see everybody. Josiah Robinson is here, and I think I already said hello to Gonzalo Bergali. Dave G Sound Stygian Dogs is here. Who else rolled in the door? A few other folks. Filiato and Adam. What's going on, Adam? Xavier. Last son of K. Mr. Shirt. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We got a lot of things to cover, not a lot of time to do it. And of course, I leave one up on the screen. Anytime we have more than 16, there's a decent chance it'll be up here. And of course, this is the story everybody wants to talk about. Indiana Jones and, well, the decimation and destruction. 50-some million dollar start, technically $59 million, just barely. And they can only eke out a 5-day of $82 million domestic. This film is destined to perform worse than Eternals. A comment that I made over on Yellow Flash's video that he dropped today. And I promise you're going to have a lot of conversation around this over on Midnight Edge this morning, as well as some really interesting budgetary stuff over there. And then, of course, in the video that I do later today. So be sure to check that one out. That's going to be a big one. And I appreciate your support on comments on all of my videos and these live streams because it actually helps. The Philippines is joining the crowd of, hey, maybe we're not going to screen Barbie, all based on a map. A map, folks. That's how serious political borders are considered everywhere, but in, well, the places that they should be. And to be fair, I don't blame them. Philippines is a close ally of countries that just don't want to see the dash line violated. Speaking of which, violation, you have a Smallville actor, Allison Mack, released from prison after serving 2 of her 3 years for her NXIVM cult case. Now, keep in mind, all of these following stories have something in common. Kevin Spacey grabbed an alleged victim's genitalia, at least that's what was testified to yesterday, and bombarded him with sexual comments. One of the responses from the victim was, "I told him I don't play for that team." Stanley Tucci decides he wants to walk out and get canceled today, saying it's fine for straight actors to play gay roles. He's like, you're supposed to play different people. That's the whole point of it. And while I agree, Hollywood's going to hate this guy because they're wrapped up in identitarianism, which, well, is surprising. But what's not surprising is sex education over at Netflix will end with season 4. A lot of that probably is because this Gucci guy or Goody guy or Coochie guy, whatever his name is, he's overdoing the Doctor Who thing and basically bringing an end to that franchise. We've got The Sound of Freedom, which talks about the exploitation of people out there in the world, and it's doing rather well. You've got 10 million in pre-sales plus. You have a $20 million one-day earnings. It's been sold as a conservative thriller. I don't believe a word of it. It is a very touching and haunting film. I will be reviewing it myself. I will be seeing it this week. Stay tuned. Yaccarino. Yeah, she's out there talking about tweets and the limiting of tweets that users can view and how that's helping them because they're a big platform and they got to keep strengthening it. That's not what's happening. Trying to protect it from bots. But hey, you go on, lady. Judge limits the Biden administration in working with social media companies because they've been breaching the First Amendment here in this country and violating it left, right, and all day long center. And the biggest problem is that this is coming far too late. And the mainstream media, such as CNN, is, well, they're whining about it. Speaking of whining about things, Facebook is crying because they've had a legal setback in the EU. Yeah, it turns out that you have a right to privacy, at least in Europe, and they don't want you to be able to individually target people with your ads. This is probably coming to a country near you if it hasn't already. Ransomware is a big problem right now, especially in regards to children. It seems like ransomware criminals are dumping kids' private files online after hacking schools. In fact, you can hack an entire school district or even entire state's education database and have more than enough information to basically ruin the rest of their lives. And that's what's happening. You have P. Diddy, Puffy coming out and, well, going to blows, including Discovery, which is going to make a lot of things public about his tequila, Diageo, and the fact that his brand, or I should say his brand of tequila that Diageo has, isn't being marketed equally or promoted equally as other tequila brands that they distribute. This is one of the problems with being friends with China. They can basically create infrastructure projects and then take them over from you. And that's exactly what's happening in Jordan right now. Hopefully, one of the oil-rich princes will be able to help them out. The stock market today, well, it's slipping. Yeah, that's an understatement. And again, the optimism I talked about yesterday that I didn't understand from the third still stands. The market in Asia is dipping because China, believe it or not, is, well, weakening themselves because of their trade practices, which includes now restricting the exports of high-tech materials that are required for producing a lot of the higher-end chips. They can't do the chips themselves, so they're going to withhold the materials. Well, they're cutting off their nose to spite their face, because while they have a lot of this and the ability to refine it, they don't have the market cornered per se. And finally, a woman in Maine punches a bear that chased her dog, apparently from the woods to her backyard. She ended up with stitches, but she didn't die. Black bears are, well, prevalent in Maine, and usually they don't actually, for as many bears as they don't usually have a lot of human contact. But at least the lady protected her dog. 64-year-old Lynn Kelly just received some mild wounds and stitches. And with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye!
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
All right, I just want to say one more time, for those of you who support me on multiple platforms where I have membership capabilities like Rumble, realize this: I will be adding credits for the folks that support me over there as well. And again, it was an oversight on my part. Mea culpa. Let's see, what's coming up next? Well, I've got a video coming out in about an hour and a half, or an hour and 45 minutes, and I would check that out. I would also check out, well, the video I dropped earlier before you go over to Midnight's Edge in the morning, which is coming up here in 10 minutes. So hopefully you make it over there and check out there's some stories over there I think you're not going to want to miss. And if I can, I will drop in there later. That's right, Midnight's Edge in the morning, number 426. Thank you, Gungnir. And everybody support my buddy, Yacks, who has been getting attacked by a lot of, I would say bots and stuff like that on his channel. Give him some love. On that note, have a great day, everybody. See ya!